Paul's been killing it. He's that's what he does. It's not surprising me at all. It's just Paul doing what he does when he's on a heater like that. So I've been watching him from afar, texting with him, saying, wow, what a round, that's cool. And yeah, all the guys are really, like they always do. People bringing it. Garrett has really come out strong there at Jonesboro for another year.
Absolutely.
So it's everybody, man. I'm a fan just like everybody else. So.
Hey guys, Johnny Disc Golf here at the 2019 Glassblown Open with coverage presented by Disc Golf Pins. I am joined with a man seemingly missing from the scene lately, Mr. Nate Sexton. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, we truly have been missing you. You've taken some time off. How's that been? What have you been up to?
Taking care of my daughter, Coraline, every day. My wife has 4 days left of actual medical school. She's graduating still in a couple weeks, but only 4 more days of actual work. So, since January 1st, I've been like primary caretaker for my daughter. Right now, flew my mom over from Oregon to take care of Coraline. So anytime I got to fly to a tournament lately, it's also involving flying a grandparent in to take my place. So logistics, a lot of logistics.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been rehabbing my shoulder, hanging out with the baby, playing not quite as much disc golf as I would like, but I'm happy to be here and just solely focused on golf. It's fun. That's what I do. It's my job. So
No, absolutely. This being the national tour events, this is, maybe one of the more prestigious events.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel, like you said, you've been taking time off. Do you feel like your game is like right where it should be, or how are you feeling?
No, not right where it should be, but I think I've been playing this long enough that and I have a lot of confidence in myself. I feel that in the moment I'm going to be fine, and I'm throwing great shots, but obviously I'm just a little down on practice from where I normally would be. But no, I'm not worried. I just feel like I'm out here just trying to throw shots I can be proud of, like I always do. My game plan is never really like I need to get first or any specific score. I just try to go out there and execute in the positions I find myself in. So I feel good. My shoulder feels as good as it's felt in months, and I haven't really thrown any forehands all year, just trying to keep it calm back there, and now I'm ripping them, and I'm not having pain, but I'm having some inconsistency compared to what I'm used to, which is usually pretty consistent with that shot.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense with the rust. It's just not going to be perfectly dialed.
Yep.
At Las Vegas Challenge, we spoke a little bit for the PDGA content about that injury, though. Would you like to maybe tell the folks at home, give them some inside information?
Sure. I mean, I'm not any expert, but they tell me it's a subacromial impingement, which is a tendinitis at the root of it, I guess. So it's something about when I'm getting my arm up high, I'm getting like a pinching of some tendon, I guess.
Okay.
And it's been incredibly slow healing, which is the first time I've really had an injury of that nature. I mean, maybe that's part of getting older and just the mileage on my body after a lot of seasons of ripping hard forehands. But it's starting to feel better, and Disc Golf Strong and my physical therapist were really helpful. So those guys have been in my corner the whole time, and just kind of trying to slowly rehab it when I can. Even that is hard to do though, because I'm taking the baby all the time. Absolutely. In like a little 1-bedroom Airbnb. So even during her nap time, I really can't even do a workout. So it's been tricky. I've been, trying to put in as much time as I can and do what I can to get back. And I feel good. I feel hopeful now, where like in the middle of the off season, I was starting to feel like, man, when is this going to get better? And now I feel like, by the Worlds and the real meat of the season, I feel like now I'm going to be fine, like back to my normal self, which is a encouraging and a happy place for me to be, because I was starting to worry like, man, am I ever really going to be able to pump a forehand again? Because this thing is bugging me.
And now, is it just the forehand? Like,
it doesn't affect my backhand.
Okay. So you're totally fine with the backhand?
Totally fine with the backhand. When it was really bad, it was affecting me at the top of the putt.
Okay, just
but that's
gone
gone now.
Right?
But that's gone now too. Yeah, right now I'm not getting much pain here, barely at all, compared to what it used to be. So it's sore because I've been ripping shots for 2 days. Sure. Really 4 days, because I had a couple Sexton shootouts, and my body's not really used to that right now either. So I'm fine, but yeah, just getting back in the swing of it.
Cool. So you've been on the sidelines over at home, maybe hopefully watching a little bit or paying attention to how the season's been going along. Are there any maybe like storylines or narratives or things that have like caught your eye, as a fan, really?
Sure. I mean, Paul's been killing it. He's that's what he does. It's not surprising me at all. It's just Paul doing what he does when he's on a heater like that. So I've been watching him from afar, texting with him, saying, wow, what a round, that's cool. And yeah, all the guys are really, like they always do. People bringing it. Garrett has really come out strong there at Jonesboro for another year. Absolutely. So it's everybody, man. I'm a fan just like everybody else. So sure. I'm always on UDisc during the thing and checking out the scores and looking for amazing shots. Following my buddy Chandler Fry, who's been out on the road. He's seeing how he's doing. But that's all my friends. The whole tour is my friends. So I'm rooting for everybody in a way from home. When I don't have myself to root for, I might as well just root for like birdies for all.
Yeah, just be a fan, right?
Yeah.
No, that's cool. Garrett Gurthie said jumped onto the podium with a big finish out at Jonesboro. This course is another really long one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not quite the elevation change as Jonesboro, but how do you feel the field or like guys like Garrett? Do you think they have a significant advantage, or is it more about like precision at distance type of deal?
I think precision more. I think there are opportunities like any course to show off a big arm, but there's enough out of bounds here. I don't see it as like a pure crusher course. I think Jonesboro is a little lighter on OB really, and a little more just like powering it up the hill or whatever,
Sure.
just big. This is not. I don't feel that this course has too many holes where I'm thinking like, well, this is out of my range. I can't birdie this. I feel like I can pretty much birdie them all with the distance that I have.
Sure.
Obviously, it's a little easier if you're 150 feet farther on the first one. So that's always going to be some kind of an advantage. But I don't think this course specifically is like incredibly favoring them.
Okay. A lot of folks at home have been missing you from the commentary side of things. Arguably maybe the thing you're known most for, which is crazy. You can play high-level disc golf for so long.
Yeah.
Are you excited to get back in the commentary chair and reunite the Big Sexy?
Always, man. That's fun. I love getting together with Germ and Jomez, and we're gonna have a great time. The fans are always talking to me, when are you coming back? When are we gonna hear you guys again? And we're back, so I'm always excited for that. It's gonna be great.
That's great. So after this tournament, a lot of the guys are going either to 303, San Diego for Goat Hill, or the Utah Open. I imagine you're probably just going straight back. What's your kind of next couple weeks looking like?
Well, I have a Sexton Shootout in Kansas City on the day following this, so it's this next Sunday. So see you there if you're from Kansas City. And then I'm going home. My wife's graduation. I have a couple of Sexton Shootouts in North Carolina over my birthday weekend. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and Wilmington, North Carolina. And then I have to, right the day when I get back from this, actually, I have to drive 3.5 hours and put our storage unit into one of those pods moving company things.
Yep.
So I'm doing that, getting that on the truck, sending that over to Washington State where we're moving. Then we go to my wife's graduation. And then the very next day after that, we fly the family over to Oregon. And 2 days after that, I fly to the Masters Cup. So yeah, it's a lot.
It's a whirlwind.
I've got a lot going right now. Moving across the country, buying a house remotely, my wife's graduation, packing all my belongings. Yeah, so it's a busy time right now.
Absolutely. So you just snuck that in there. You're moving to Washington?
Yeah. That's official news. My wife matched into residency in Olympia, Washington.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're buying a house there, and we're moving there ASAP.
I know you've been touring around with Chandler. I feel like there's maybe some influence. He's a Washington guy himself.
He's from Olympia, and it wasn't like it wasn't like totally on purpose, but it was a program that we liked, and it's 3 hours from where our family is, so you don't have ultimate control with that match system. So my wife ranked them, and then the computer spits out where you go, and we got Washington. So it was cool. We're excited. We like the area. Nice to have a couple friends. My friend Chandler is about 15 minutes away, and my friend Dion Arlen about 30 minutes away.
Oh, wow.
So cool. Could have been moving a lot of places where I didn't really know anybody. So it's nice to be in Washington State. I've spent a lot of time, and I know a lot of the disc golfers there, and be a little closer to home is great.
Yeah, no, it's super cool, and the West Coast needs you. I feel like you have that Oregon. I mean, you played for Team Oregon at the Southwest Team Challenge.
Oh yeah, always.
You said you're flying in for Masters Cup. You doing that whole West Coast swing? Are you playing the Portland Open? Or have you been missing some Pro Tour events?
I am. Jomez is contracted for the Portland Open, so I'm in for the Portland Open and the Beaver State. Not San Francisco, but I am playing the Whistler's Bend doubles with my brother.
That's great.
And then I'm going to Alaska for the King of the Hill.
Wow.
I'm going to Europe. I'm bringing my dad to Europe, and we're going to do a Sexton Shootout in Iceland, play the European Open in Finland, and then do 3 Sexton Shootouts in Estonia and play a tour in Estonia, and then come back. So that'll be busy as well, but I'm really excited to kind of experience all that Europe stuff with my dad along caddying for me. That's going to be fun.
That's so cool, man. Papa Sexton is genuinely one of my favorite characters that it comes out. Remind me and the people at home, do you remember what he called me?
Gosh,
It's
was it?
Not Johnny Football. It was
definitely not Johnny Football.
Anyway, we're going to edit in later. Yes. It will be in the comments at some point. How's the Sexton Shootouts going, man? I mean, by the sounds of it, great.
Oh, yeah. They always go great. My fans are awesome. The Sexton Shootout is a fun event that I'm trying to do as many as I can despite my busy schedule. For this one, it's a total new system for me. I used to have the RV. This time I flew into OKC, got a rental car, do a Sexton Shootout there, ship a few hundred discs there, put them in the back, Sexton Shootout, drive to Wichita, Sexton Shootout, play this, drive to KC, Sexton Shootout, then drop my rental car off there, and then fly out. So it's a lot of moving parts, but that's what I got to do for the fans. I'm trying to come to every city I can get to, that's shown me that love in the past, and come out, have a great day, and get some people some cool discs. And I'm going to continue to try to do that. Sexton Shootout is one of the the best things that I've done with my time.
Yeah, I bet, man. And you are a man of the people, and that's why everybody really resonates with you and appreciates you. Speaking of man of the people, though, is there anything you want to say, to your fans, your friends, family, anybody rooting for Mr. Sexton out there?
Oh, I know they're out there. They're definitely rooting. I'm going to do my best for you guys. I'm going to be back to full strength soon. I'm close now. I wouldn't be surprised if I sneak in some really good golf. Vegas, I had some 1085 round kind of out of the blue on no practice, so it's all there. And once we move to Washington, my daughter's going to be in daycare, so I'm going to have a lot more time to kind of hone my craft. I'm definitely not retiring. I'm just in a busy patch right now, but I'll be back to full strength, hopefully stronger than ever. In the coming years.
Great. Well, hey, I appreciate your time. I know you're a busy man. You got a lot of things to do. It's about to rain here in a bit.
Yeah.
But for everyone at home, if you'd like coverage of all things disc golf, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey guys, just wanted to issue a huge thank you to all of you that watched the interview, as well as the PDGA. Because of the relationship we have and the work I'm doing at all the NTs and majors, it's allowed me to focus full time on creating this YouTube channel and bringing all of you the most awesome content at all. Again, thanks to you, thanks to the PDGA, and if you have it in you, check out my Patreon at patreon.com/JohnnyDiscGolf.